Hey, it's W5HRO. It's a little bit dark here in the shack, but I've been playing around with the transmitter. I did get everything put back together, and I've just been testing it. It still did it again, and I know where the problem. I know where it is now. But let me show you. I mean, If you look, there's 400 watts carrier. Everything is where it's supposed to be. The right amount of cathode current, 30 mils grid drive, 12 mils of, control grid current, everything works. And I was sitting here and I was keying and I had the mic gain all the way down. I wasn't even using any audio and keying it. Then all of a sudden I started hearing this little like something was starting to short, like something was trying to arc. And I let off of it and I opened the back and I put my tripod and I put my phone on it and I started the video to record, and I kept playing with it, and it finally went away. But it started to do it even without having any audio, just barely. So then of course what I do is I set the 6A3 bias, and I went ahead and turned the audio gain up, started modulating. Of course, 400 watts, the meter just pegs all modulation. So anyway, and after it pegged a couple times, it shorted out and blew that fuse again. So I went, so what I went ahead and did was I stopped the video, replaced the fuse, and I started the camera up again. And I just did it one more time. I started with no audio, and I did it again with audio. It did it again. So then I went over here, stopped the video on this phone here, and I see exactly where the problem's coming from. If you look back here, I apologize for this video being dark. I am going to brighten the video up to make it not so dark. I have to artificially do it. But if you look right in here, I have the bottom cover on this RF deck, and it's all sealed. What I did was I found some aluminum tape, and I just put a couple pieces in the corners to hold those corners, together for now, so they don't leak or anything. And you could see there's enough of a gap here. You could see the flash come right where that gap is. So it's inside the RF deck on the bottom side. Either one of my caps is starting to leak or something. It's in the RF deck. So I think what's happened is, the whole problem that I was having is that when I finally got this tube in here, and I realized my old tube was just the problem the whole time, and I got this thing working properly where I'm getting the full modulation, the ultra modulation like you're supposed to, that something in there's a weak link that it weakened it and it shorted out. I just got to figure out where it is. I mean, it could be just some metals arcing somewhere, but you can't. I've looked it all over a couple of times. I've gone all through that thing, and you can't really see anything. So it's somewhere in the bottom side of this RF deck. There's something arcing, or one of those capacitors is leaking. Maybe one of those doorknobs I'm using for to modulate the screen is leaking or something. It could be that, but that's where the problem is. So now I know where to focus on. But all these other modifications I've done have actually made it better. So now when this problem happened, it blew the fuse right away, which led up on the modulator side, high V supply. So it led off of that. So at least going through this process, I've corrected a lot of problems with this, things that could have potentially become an issue when combined with other issues. So I've greatly improved this thing already. And see, now I've got, I used that cable I bought for the ground. See it down there, the RCA? Then I got another short one. A 1-foot cable was perfect for this. And I used the L connector on the other side. So now I've got a dedicated supply, so that can't get interfered with. It's all the lines are bypassed and everything. And I can't find my ground clip. I got to find my black ground clip that goes from this one to this one. It's somewhere. My ground lead. I don't know what I did with it. I laid it somewhere and I can't find it. But at least all the stuff I've done has greatly improved everything. I just got to pull this RF deck out of there and try to figure out what's leaking. The problem is I don't have a capacitor tester where I can put a lot of high voltage on those doorknobs to check them, but that's where it is. It may just be some metals arcing against metal. So let me upload this video. When I get out there again tomorrow, I'll probably take this deck out there. I'll start looking at it, and when I see if I can't have it, if I can't, at least have an idea of what it is, I'll probably just have to shotgun by replacing a couple parts here and a couple parts there until I figure it out. But it's definitely on the bottom side of the RF deck. Something is arcing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload this video, but before I do, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to attach the video where it arced. I think actually the video is going to be vertical, so I'll try to rotate it when it gets to that part of the clip, and I'll see if I can figure out a way to make it kind of loop a few times. It only flashed once and it popped the fuse right away, so that was it. But I'll see if I can loop it a few times so you can see that flash, and just look right there. You'll see it right there in this crack where there's just enough space from the bottom cover to the chassis itself. You could see the light. And it was bright too. So whatever is arcing, it's arcing, and whatever's happening, it's pretty intense. So you think it would leave a black mark, right? But so far I haven't found anything. So let me go ahead and stop this video, then I'll attach that other part to it and see if I can get it to loop, and then I'll upload this thing to YouTube. 73s. Yep, it did it again. Yep, it did it again. Yep, it did it again. Yep, it did it again.